I said it a couple of years ago, man. I love Joel Embiid. I love him.
Yeah.
Man, he's one of the best big men I've ever seen. But it's time, man. It's time to see what we can get for him. I mean, we have to be able to basically get him to up to speed and get rid of him.
Sixers, why will you just lose and put me out of my misery? Why do you guys keep doing this to me, bro? Nobody else should touch the ball right here. He shoots it from the logo. Oh, we're going to overtime! Tyrese Maxey is a god amongst men!
Because it's a change on the guard, bro.
That's
you
what I
see it.
That's what I was kind of saying. Did you hear my question at the beginning of the show where I was like, we're seeing two different things. We're seeing a youth movement, and we're still trying to put these old guys with the knee injuries on the floor. And it's like, at what point do we call it? You know what I mean? I don't have an answer. I can't choose either way, really, man. But I don't blame the people that have that opinion, because I think it's looking like that.
Yeah, it's starting to look like that, bro. Hey, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. You be cool.
All right, Jarrett. Thank you so much, man. Good to hear from you. Shout out to Jarrett Newsom, longtime caller of the show, man. And yeah, that's the thing, bro. You can't. I don't know. How do you get Embiid up to speed and then trade him? You know? But is that what Daryl Morey should do? Should you say, screw it? Tyrese Maxey's 25, right? We got Jared McCain coming back. VJ Edgecombe's out here leading us to victory at 20 years old. We're flying up and down the floor. And even if we don't believe they could win a championship this year, we need to rock with this crew in the future. So it's time to cut it off. Is that what Daryl Morey should do? Should he say, let's just get Joel Embiid up to speed and trade him for whatever we can get so we can move forward with this youth movement? Because don't forget, he's signed until 2029. That's a tough decision. And as much as I slander Daryl Morey, I'm glad I'm not the GM that has to make that decision. But, they're obviously not going to make that decision anytime soon. So we're going to see what Joel Embiid looks like throughout the season if he gets back up to speed. And then, we'll probably have clearer takes on things like that. Shout out to Sixers Justin on Twitter. Dominic Barlow. Not enough love in this show yet for Dominic Barlow. This guy is exactly what the 76ers needed. For some reason last year, we thought Gershon Yabusele was what we needed at the 4, right? And by the way, Dominic Barlow was playing center at one point, unless it was Jabari Walker was playing center. I don't know who. Nobody was playing center, really, in that fourth quarter lineup. Dominic Barlow. The fighting for rebounds. The crashing the offensive glass. The refusing to stop. Oh, that's such a breath of fresh air, isn't it? And he can't shoot. And I kind of wish he could, because his jumper doesn't look too bad. But man, Dominic Barlow, what a great addition to the 76ers team. Yo, shout out to Alexander Vischer with the $5 super chat. I feel like VJ is still pretty raw talent, but all in all, I'm thinking we're good in a good place as long as the senior citizens don't get minutes. I feel like VJ is still a pretty raw talent. I don't know what you mean by that. I honestly don't. If you mean that VJ Edgecombe is still going to get a lot better, I agree with you. But when we say raw talent, we're normally talking about somebody who has athleticism and some kind of physical tools, right? But doesn't really know how to play the game yet. Right? That's what most people mean when they say a guy has raw talent. He's got the physical tools. He's got the athleticism. He needs years of development. He needs to learn how to play the game. He needs to learn composure, pacing, speed, patience, confidence. I watched VJ Edgecombe go right at Jaylen Brown face to face at the rim in his first ever NBA game. I watched VJ Edgecombe down the lane, Euro step, right hand, switch to the left, finger roll, lay off the glass. Disgusting. I watched VJ Edgecombe when the 76ers were sinking and drowning. I watched VJ Edgecombe rip off 5 straight points and scream at the 76ers team to fire them up. That, to me, isn't what I think people mean when they say raw talent. VJ Edgecombe looked like a damn NBA veteran out there. And I agree he's going to get much better, and that should be the scary part for the NBA. That should be the scary part for the NBA. Yeah, he's only going to get better, man. He's only going to get better. I wasn't, But hey, thank you for another $5 super chat. Maybe if I just disagree with every super chat, you'll just keep paying more money for more super chat. I'm just kidding, man. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, if that's what you meant, I get it. I absolutely get it. He's only going to get better. And he was 5 for 13 from 3. But I'm going to say it a million times. The confidence is what I loved. The confidence is what I loved, man. And even with like the preseason and the summer league, we were saying that his 3-point shot needs work, right? He was airballing wide open threes. He was missing bricks and all this. And it looked like his shot was going to need a lot of time to come around. But I just have to commend his confidence. Because you could say you can't shoot. If there's one person in the building that believed he could shoot, it was VJ Edgecombe. He wasn't hesitant. I could shoot. Give me the rock. Oh, you're going to leave me open? I got you. I'm going to shoot it. Basically, Kelly Oubre level of confidence. And Kelly hit the big 3 in the corner. 2 guys with outrageous confidence, VJ Edgecombe and Kelly Oubre. Mufasa Sports Club, VJ is going to be a star. Barlow is a steal that I didn't see coming. Love the effort from Walker as well. We're only going to get better when Joel and Paul George get their groove back, in addition to McCain coming back. Let's go Sixers. Shout out to Mufasa Sports Club for the confidence there. The positivity of feeling like Joel and PG are going to get their groove back, because a lot of people feel like, again, we need to move forward with this youth movement and forget about Paul George and Joel Embiid and try to get what we can in return. So shout out to Mufasa for being on the other side with the level of confidence that Joel and Paul George are going to get their groove back. I think Paul George will get his groove back. And you know what? I think you're right, man. It's going to take Joel Embiid some games to get back his conditioning up, but he looks healthy. That's the positive part. He looks healthy. He definitely gassed in the second half and was unplayable, but he's going to get his conditioning up and he looks healthy. That's the good part. Thank you so much for the super chat. Screaming Paranormal, I can't wait to see what we look like when Jared comes back. I'm glad we didn't overpay for Grimes too. Maxey, VJ, McCain out there getting buckets. Grimes hit a huge 3 on the left wing in the fourth quarter, right? And then he had the big-time block on Peyton Pritchard really late in the game that saved the game for us. But I didn't think Grimes looked comfortable out there most of the game. I didn't think he looked like he gelled out there most of the game, and that's just Grimes, just signed and not being at training camp and all those types of things. So maybe Grimes will come around also. But yeah, adding Jared McCain to that, man, that is going to be a quick plethora of guards.